Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. How are we all doing out there? Are we ready for Suzuka? Ready to stop my mic clipping quite so much. Hope we're all well. We are 6 minutes away from qualifying right now. Hello, Melt. Hello, Kygo. Are we well? Are we hyped? Are we ready to go? Right, so we are here. It is week 7 of season 4. Coming from a terribly soggy Imola. We are in Suzuka today. We're seeing some new names, not new names, but different names at the top of the timesheets in practice this morning. Let's go through the standings. No surprise, at the top of the pros is still Mr. Jamie Nuttall. Followed by Sir Smoggy and Rory Logue in third. Mr. Kygo even. Chandler is at the top of the AMS for now. Hotly pursued by Johnny Woo. And Jalan Jenkins in third. Are you in today, Kygo? Are you in to defend your championship today and next week? Ah, well, there you go. Still all to play for then. Still all to play for. Could still change hands. For the teams, the Porky Punters back on top. Closely followed by hashtag Blessed. Now, Dyson's been doing some very impressive times today, so we'll see if he can help pull his team up. Audi Sport in third with Sir Smoggy and Herf. Right, we've got cars on track. We've got a couple of minutes of practice left. Everyone's just getting their eyes in. We can catch up. Let's have a quick check. Is our voice man... There we go. He is on and working. No break today, but we do have a Rory Logue. Oh, sorry, a Roy Luge. We should adjust his name on our website. Oh dear. Oh no. Can't park there, sir. That final corner, if you get it wrong, you lose it a little bit and end up smashing into the pit entrance, much like that. It's easily done. And then you're in an awful pickle. Right, let me get my track map. Just enjoy some cars for a minute while I fix my printer. Right, who's actually... Let's watch someone who's out and about, shall we? Hope we've all had a nice week. Oh, here we go. Okay. Just in time.
Red badges, please begin your qualifying.
So who is first out on track? Mr. Stephen Hutter. Our very own Herf. Is going to be first out. He's done pretty well at setting good benchmark times for everyone else to follow. Obviously he teamed up with Sir Smoggy, our driver of the week from last week, for his excellent recovery drive. It wasn't even a recovery that was his fault. He had a game crash, meaning he had to start from the pits when he was originally second. He gave us plenty to watch though. So as he approaches the end of the lap, and he crosses the line to start his lap. This will be our first timed lap of the day. He's got a few friends behind him. Let's stick with him. Let's go through the S's. An equally frustrating and satisfying sequence of curves. Through Dunlop, through the two Degners. Oh, a little bit wobbly there. Use all of the curb, maybe not quite that much curb. Oh, it's still a lap, I think. Time screens are not saying it's invalid yet. Through the hideous hairpin. This long, flat right-hander here of turn 12. And the weird double braking of Spoon. It's kind of one corner, it's kind of two. Pare it down here. See if you can hold your nerve and keep it on in the white lines. through the final chicane. Don't slip on that bit of curb just there. Foot planted down the start-finish straight, and Herf sets a time of a 2:01.2. That's impressive. Next across the line will be Nathan Cleary. We've got 2 or 3 cars very close together after that. Nathan Cleary sets a 2:03.1. Daniel Dane jumps above with a 2:02.2. Chandler with a 2:01.5. Who's next across? Scott Town. 2:02.7 in 4th. Johnny Wu is about to cross the line. It looks like a slightly redesigned livery this week for the #blessed team. And he crosses the line with a 2:01.5. Herf still quite significantly in front. Dyson about to cross the line. Encouraging that Bentley through the final chicane there. I think possibly an invalid lap, so we are not going to set a time this time around. Herf is out again. Let's see now who is improving. So Herf, even though he's in front, he's half a second quicker than he was on his last lap. So we were 2:01.2 beforehand. Going to drop into the 2s. He does with a 2:02.0 and 0.8. An excellent speed there from our Herf. So who else? Scott Town is improving quite drastically as well. He's nearly 6/10 up on a 2:02.7 at the moment. He does take 6/10 out of it with a 2:02.1, which pushes him up into 4th position. That's not how you go around that corner, and he never made it around that following corner. Right, Herf is out, and again with Johnny Wu close behind in the timings. The screens are showing them kind of swapping fastest laps here. Johnny Wu is very close to Herf's time, or was. Chandler out again, improving. Daniel Dane improving. We've got lots of Dyson crosses the line but doesn't set a time. Where's Chandler? Through the hairpin. Chandler using the BMW I designed for last week's 8 hours of Imola. Look at that. Gorgeous, isn't it? On brand. Oh, very wobbly through there. Okay, he is improving though. Daniel Dane is improving too. He's through 130R and about to hit the hairpin. Let's see where he crosses the line. Currently on a 2:02.2. He took half a second out of his own time with a 2:01.7. Once again, Herf is there or thereabouts on his time, ever so slightly improving. Nathan Cleary is on a hot one. He's already 4/10 up through the S's. Hello, Teriyaki. Race Control are in chat. I think we're not that busy a track. Oh no, Cleary has lost his advantage somewhere along the line. Who have we got here? Scott Town on his outlap. Herf and Kygo in the pits. We've got 5 minutes left for the red badges. Looks like Cleary is warming himself up for another run. Giving some space here for Daniel Dane. Now I'm seeing some more greens. Daniel Dane is our biggest improver at the moment. Nathan Cleary's got himself back up again. He is on 1. He is 2 tenths up. So keep an eye on Nathan Cleary here. Oh, he's lost his time again. That's unfortunate. He's got it in him. He just needs to try and stick it all together in one single lap. Tony Wu is improving. He is currently 7 tenths behind our Herf. There's another one if he can put it together. The Merc is strong round here. If he can put this one together, there's a chance. He's 4 tenths up at the moment. No one else is doing anything particularly exciting out there. Herf is now on another lap. Just started another one. Sticking roughly to his time. He's a little bit up. I have passed a message on Teriyaki, by the way. That new base coat on that Mercedes is doing a very interesting things with the light. It's only way 6 tenths up now. This is going to be close.
Red badges, 2 minutes left. White and silver badges may line up at pit exit.
He's going to cross the line. 6 tenths up at the moment. 2015. And he goes with a flat 20.9. There is now 12 hundredths in it. Which he currently has in hand. So this, if we can, Johnny Woo and Herf are going to be tight at the top here. Nathan Cleary, again, half a second up at the moment on his current time. 7 tenths up. Let's see if he can hold it together. That's a gorgeous pink. The pink Boatley. They say he's known for it. He is 7 tenths up. Kygo's appeared and is putting in a good time. Still 7/10 up. Herf is improving. He's only just started his lap though, so that's probably a bit misleading. The game can do that. This is looking like a good lap for Nathan Cleary. 8/10 up on his previous time, 2:03.1 at present. A 2:02.7 and a place jump up to 6th. Looks like that's it for the AMs. Let me guess, is Mr. Nuttall at the front of the
White
queue?
and silver pit exit is open.
He's not at the
Be
front of the
aware
queue.
of cars on hot lap still.
Bit of argy-bargy from the front of the whites and silvers there. I expect better from the pros. Eric Larson has managed to get out in front. Rory Logue giving him a little bit of his opinion on that. So this is going to be, we're going to have some times to reel off here because they're all very close together, this lot. It's very easy to invalidate a lap here, so I think they're very keen to get out quick and use up all the time that they have available to them. So while we're watching this, our Herf order? The order for our AMs. Stephen Hutter in first with a 2:08. Johnny Wu in second with a 2:09. Chandler in third with a 2:011. Daniel Dane with a 1.2, 0.7. Scott Town in fifth with a 2:02.1. Nathan Cleary in sixth with a 2:02.2. So many twos. Jalen Jenkins in 7th at the moment with a 2:02.8, and Snarder Dyson in 8th with a 2:04.0. Alright, so Eric Larson is going to set the first time. Rory Logue leaving a bit of a gap behind him. We will just have a look at we can see the times there, so if we keep an eye on Eric Larson for a second. There are times as they stand. Logue is very close to Eric Larson here. Oh, we practicing, didn't do a single 0 flat. It's nice. That was a nice lap. And there was a little bit more in you. We could see on the times there's a little bit more in you could get out of that earth. You've got to keep Johnny Wu at bay. And Chandler as well. He's going to be gunning for the pair of you. So as Larson comes through the final hairpin, ready to start his lap. Rory Logue behind him. New fastest lap, Shane Thomas. Where did he come from? He has appeared. Shane Thomas is in the race with a 59.7. Did he sneak out in front of the others? Oh dear, is that a Rory in a wall? That's a Rory in a wall. Shane Thomas, we completely missed him out on track. I thought Larson was the one at the front. But Thomas got out in front of him. So the times are coming in. Thomas with a 59.7, Nuttall with a 59.9, Bart with a 2.06. Rory has set a 2.07. Larson ended up with a 2.08. Smoggy has put in a 2.011. Jam Holder with a 2.022. Dan Terry 2.023. Code Day with a 2.024. Dyson yet to set a time. Larson is next across the line. He's not doing anything particularly exciting with his time now. Jamie Nuttall is... Jamie Nuttall, a couple of spots behind him, is currently on track to take P1. Provisional pole. He's a 159.9 at the moment. He's 4 or 5 tenths up, and as he crosses the line, he's lost a little bit. He does go first with a 59.5. 59.59. So another benchmark to chase down. Shane Thomas not improving on this lap. Nuttall is improving again. These are clearly the two to watch this afternoon. BMW v Porsche. You can see how little there is in it between the two of them. Eric Larson is improving. Not by much. I'm surprised to see Smoggy down there. Dyson hasn't put a competitive lap in yet. A green lap, as it were. Jamie Nuttall has pitted, so he's not going to set another time immediately. Ah, Rory has put it together. Mr. Luge, 8 tenths up at the moment. 9 tenths up. This should drag him into the 59s at the very least. Can you find any more time through here? Eight tenths up. He's lost a little bit of time through there. I want to see Dyson put his times in. He was doing some fabulous times earlier today in the practice. That said, see him fight through the pack might be quite interesting as well. Now you can get away with thinking that they've been very hard in the Merc. So Rory is, I think the Porsche is a little more sensitive to it. 8 tenths up. Pushes himself to third with a 59.9. It's reasonably close at the top there. I 59.59 for Jamie Nuttall. 2/10 off for Shane Thomas. 3/10 for Rory. 9/10 for Larson. About a second or so behind. Everyone is resetting. Smoggy is out and doing well. Boogie's improving. Dan Terry down in 15th is improving at the moment. Nuttall is improving quite incredibly. He's only just started his lap. Whoa. That Audi does sound nice. He missed the apex on that entrance to that hairpin there, but it's not affecting him too badly. 4/10 quicker. This should help. Currently in 9th. Pushes himself up to 6th with a 2:07. Nuttall is improving. Another 2/10 he's about to take out of his lap here. Shane Thomas is out and improving as well. Looks like someone has taken away the best Sector 1 and Sector 3 times from Nuttall there. Oh, taking that very heavily through there. He's going to improve further on a 59.59. 59.425 for Jamie Nuttall. Shane Thomas is out there and is improving. Shredder's going to cross the line next though. Oh, he was up, but he's now not. Dyson. I think this might be a green lap. Where's this going to put him? He's down in 18th, which is... he's essentially not set a time. Jumps straight into 3rd with a 59.9. That's excellent. That's brought a bit of competition up at the top there. Eric Larson is not improved this lap, so he is going to invalidate. Rory has invalidated. Bart is... where's Bart? On track. Shane Thomas going around again, not improving this time. He's now got... he's got a good 3/10 to try and find to get that P1 from Nuttall. Bart is improving drastically, 4/10 up at the moment. Currently in 6th with a 2:06. This should push him up a couple of places. It does, one place up to 5th with a 2:01. Very close to the 59s there for Bart. Jamie Nuttall has not... he's going to validate this lap, so he is not going to improve there. We have got 1 minute and 13 seconds to go. There's our times at the moment. You can see most drivers in the pits. It's too late for anyone in the pits. Jamie Nuttall will finish this lap, but he won't be able to do another one. Dyson... Let's see, Dyson is out there. He should finish this lap and get another one. There's nothing particularly exciting happening with Nuttall's current lap. I don't think he's going to improve on his 59.4. So all the pressure for a change in the order here rests on Dyson's shoulders. Everyone else is in the pit. Dan Terry is not in the pit, but oh, he is now. So everyone is in the pit. Dyson is our only car on track. The Merc can really abuse the curbs around here. You can really take it out of the curbs with the Merc. Whoa, lots of sliding. As we head down into Spoon here. One braking zone, second braking zone. Bring the power back on. It's another thing the Merc is good at with this. Got fabulous traction control. It's great coming out of the corners. Absolutely hoon it down here. Hold your nerve. Lift a tiny bit. Oh, and there we go. He invalidates, which moves the session on automatically, and off he goes. All right. So we'll just line up on the grid in a second. There's your order. First place, Jamie Nuttall. P1. Shane Thomas in second. Dyson in third. Rory Logue fourth. Bart in fifth. Eric Larson sixth. Smoggy seventh. Our leading AM, Stephen Hutter, in 8th. Johnny Wu right next to him, in fact, in 9th. Chandler in 10th. Coday in 11th. Daniel Dane in 12th. Dan Terry 13th. Jam Holder 14th. Scott Town 15th. Nathan Cleary 16th. Jalen Jenkins in 17th. And Snyder Dyson in 18th. So as our drivers prepare themselves on the grid, 2 or 3 minutes to get themselves ready. Prepare themselves for the potential carnage off the start. There's going to be a lot of interesting fights right out the gate. We know that Shane Thomas can give Nuttall a run for his money. With Dyson there as well, he's a good starter. They're going to have lots to think about. Rory just behind them. Then for the AMs, we got Herf, Johnny Wu and Chant Kygo all right next to each other there. Hope not many deaths. Yes, me too. We're all very sensible in this league. Generally. And she managed to calm down some of the crazier people. There is a large amount of respect, I think, in this league. Because we are reasonably small and everyone really knows each other. So there's a decent amount of that. I think it potentially costs Nuttall some places because when he doesn't lead from the front, he's a bit too nice out on track. He can certainly bully his way through to a few more places. But he shouldn't get a chance to completely run away with it again. Got 3 fast starters all around him. I don't get a timer like they do. It's Nuttles' view out the front, nothing in front of him. Nothing but fresh air in front. And the grill of that Merc in his rearview mirror. 30 seconds to go. They'll start their engines shortly. Here we go. I do like this sound as this lot start their engines up. The orchestra is tuning up. So Nuttall leads them away. Some procedures to take care of. Mainly warming the brakes, tyres. You heat one, you heat the other. Then we'll keep an eye on Dyson off the start. Be ready to flick back to potentially further down the field as well. I'm trying to keep an eye on all the important battles. Which, interestingly, is the 2 teammates are both going to be involved in early battles, I feel. The 2 #blessed Mercedes drivers. It's quite a long old formation, this one. Smoggy pits again. What's happened? Good spot. Oh no. Maybe he enjoyed his recovery drive so much last time that he wanted to do it again. Is that a damaged? Is that damage? Or is that livery? I can't tell. These 3 are going to be glued to each other off the rolling start. Well, hopefully somebody can find out what happened to Smoggy and he can let us know. That implies some kind of problem, right? I'd say, Jim. Okay, so Everyone's psyching themselves up. We've got to get through this hairpin. The back of the grid will be catching up. They now go in 2x2. Crowds aren't very popular today. I'm expecting bigger crowds for this. I've never actually noticed the grandstands before. You'd think they'd put modelling packed grandstands, but okay. Alright, so here we go. We've got the AMs, the kind of midfield on the right and the top on the left. Let's be ready to catch people in the action. Listen out for the green light. You hear the engines, you hear the announcer. Holding formation very well. There it is. Nuttall gets away well. Shane pushes Dyson out a little bit, but Dyson's got the inside line there. Herf making a run. Oh, Dyson loses it a little bit. He's next to Rory. Rory's taken his position. Herf is going backwards a little bit. Rory loses it as well. Dyson flashing Shane Thomas there. I'm showing us an impact there between Shane and Dyson. There's some argy-bargy going on further back. Nuttall has run away. Rory is hassling Dyson there. On the other side, we have got Johnny Wu is bothering Eric Larson there, trying to get past him. Herf has dropped down behind Johnny Wu. Dan Terry's jumped quite a few places and gone past Chandler. Let's keep an eye on the front here and the back here. Seems relatively clean. I showed a few contacts in the early phases and Dyson had a good old flash at Shane Thomas. But otherwise, everyone's on track. Everyone's pointing in the right direction. Johnny Woo's made up 2 places. Dan Terry's made up 4 places on the first lap alone. Bart is, we can see, giving Rory some trouble back here. Oh no, is that Johnny Woo off in the back? It is Johnny Woo losing places. He just loses the back there. As he approaches 130, I told you you've got to hold your nerve. Shane Thomas is giving Nuttall a run. Oh, there it is. Good save. Gets back on the track without causing any damage. Yeah, Shane Thomas is right on the back of Nuttall here. And oh, Rory is on Dyson as well. We've got lots going on again. It's all happening in the front. They got Bart involved as well. There's things happening further down too. There's lots going on. Scott Town is making up places. Chandler is off. Chandler has had an off somewhere back there. Oh, we've got Larson, Bart, Rory, Dyson, all right next to each other, and just in front of them we've got Shane Thomas and Nuttall fighting as well. Is that Dan Terry and Herf behind, also about to join in? So we've got a 2x4x2 at the moment. Dyson is sort of leading this pack here, holding them up a touch. But Shane Thomas is not letting Nuttall get away with it. Oh, Larson with very wide into 130R there. Nearly 3, trying to go 3 abreast into the hairpin. Right. Positions-wise, Dan Terry has made up of... So we're just missing Eric Larson and Bart are swapping places here. Eric Larson's got past Bart. Rory is off into the grass there. It's going to give Larson a chance to get past. Herf is... Oh dear, Herf is down. The window is now open. Yeah, Herf is right down the back. Eric Larson is charging through. I think he's being helped by people in front of him making mistakes. Herf is here. He is currently in 18th position. Has he got damage? I'm not sure what happened to him. I don't know when it happened either, that's the problem. But Shane Thomas keeping Nuttall in check. There's still this fight. Rory is fighting back against Larson, and that's going to help Bart come through as well. Those three fighting back there, Jamie Nuttall with another new fastest lap. Those three fighting there has allowed Dyson to scamper off. Rory having a little look. I think he's just trying to intimidate Larson there, but knowing Larson, that will not work on him. And ever the opportunist, Dan Terry just behind them, keeping an eye on what's going on. He'll be ready to strike. Should there be some mistakes or contact up front. I'll say that, he disappears off into the gravel a bit too wide to the Degners there. Larson holding on quite well in front. Shane Thomas 1.5 seconds behind Nuttall. But keeping with him. Dyson is currently, we'll keep an eye on Dyson, he's 2.5-ish seconds behind Shane Thomas. Let's see if he can close that at all and catch up. Herf is back in the pits, or in the pits. I'd say he took damage. So he's going to pit early, he's going to have worse tyres than everyone else for the end, but it is only a 60-minute race, so the tyres will easily hold for 60 minutes. He's got himself out. He's got free air in front of him. He's got fresh tyres on. He's admittedly about to get blue flagged if he doesn't get a move on, which will slow him down further. Rory making a move here. It's not enough, and there the ever-present Dan Terry ready to hoover up those places. We often see him in fights like this, just Froge peeking behind a fight like this, and he will make places up because people will make mistakes and he will scoop them up. Bart's being slightly dropped by the Larson-Logue battle here. Again, Shane Thomas still with Nuttall. Rory's getting bold. Rory is getting bold. Larson's not one to be intimidated though. I don't think it will work on him. He's far too relaxed. Oh dear, Rory's getting a launch up the side there. Larson had a bad spoon. Rory gets in front. Nicely done. Will he go and chase after Dyson, or will Larson keep up with him? Stephen Hutter is back in the pits. We don't like to see that. He's left. No, Herf. All sorts of consequences for the championship. So Rory is pulling a gap now from Larson already. He span again. Oh no. Oh, Herf. Not your day. Well, you get to cheer on your teammate and watch these fun battles. We've been watching a lot of Rory and Larson here having a good old fight. Further down, Daniel Dane slowly catching up to Johnny Woo. Nathan Cleary behind them. Smoggy is again further down, making his way up. Smoggy with another recovery dive. Drive, even, not recovery dive. Do we know what happened to Herf? Do you know what happened to Smoggy? Nuttall with another fastest lap. Larson's still chasing down Logue as well. Rory has not been able to scamper away as we had expected. Smoggy making his way past Scott Town there. Next up on Smoggy's hit list will be Jalen Jenkins. Dyson has dropped away from Shane Thomas a bit. It's now 4 seconds behind. It was 2.5. Well, it's coming and going. Shane Thomas is 3 seconds behind Jamie Nuttall. So the Larson and Logue fight is still our closest at present. Smoggy also going to power his way through the other cars. On board with Larson as we go through 130R. He's got a good run on Rory here. It's not going to be enough, but Smoggy here. Oh, that one. We'd expect him to cruise past Jalen Jenkins here. Alan Jenkins not giving up without a fight, though. Quite right. He's really causing Smoggy some trouble here. I don't know how the McLaren is supposed to fare here versus the Audi. I think the Audi's weak here, is that right? And the Merc is very strong. Whoa, Smoggy is right on his tail. Oh, we're showing some contact. Is Smoggy going to try and take the inside of the hairpin? He's parking that car there. Watch him go for the... Oh, he dives round the inside. Oh no, Smoggy! Oh, he saves it. He saves it. Doesn't lose it entirely. That was a very risky dive. He's got to do it all again. Well, gives us lots of overtaking to watch. Logan Larson up here, just carrying on as they were. We've not seen a lot of change since the pits. Jam Holder's lost 4 places at some point. We missed that, which has allowed Shredder to gain. Jam Holder has... looks like he's pitted. Must have been another issue. Oh, very wide there for Dyson. Back Rory and Larson have been pulled themselves towards Dyson now. It's turned back into a 3-way fight. Shane Thomas 2.7 away from Nuttall up front. Don't forget to spam "Are you bored yet?" in Nuttall's chat. He loves that. So Shane Thomas behind him. Jamie Nuttall P1. Shane Thomas in P2. Right now, Derek Sun is 3rd. Closely followed by Rory Loke in 4th, Eric Larson in 5th. Bart on Fire in 6th. Behind him is Dan Terry in 7th. Our currently leading AM, Johnny Wu, in 8th. Right on his tail is Daniel Dane in 9th. Nathan Cleary behind them in 10th. Jalen Jenkins in 11th. I stand corrected. Jalen Jenkins in 12th. So Smoggy in 11th. They swapped as I was watching them. So Smoggy has got past Jay Fresh and is, well, I'm sure he hopes, going to disappear off. That's brought the 3 behind him very close together. We'll just finish going through the order here. Scotttown in 13th. Code in 14th, Chandler down in 15th, that's a surprise. Snudder Dyson in 16th, and way out on his own Jam Holder in 17th. He is about to be lapped as well. Shredder and has made it past Scotttown, that looked fun. Let's see that again. What happened with Scott? Oh, Scotttown just touched the inside of the curve there. That completely ruined his speed. This sequence is so precise that if you enter at any part, if you get it wrong, you just ruin the rest of the sequence entirely. So they ended up being relatively cheap pickings there for Shredder. Rory very wide there. We just switched to it in time, but he is now right on the tail of Dyson. How brave is Rory going to be here? They've dropped last in a little bit. Rory does seem to be a bit quicker today. Dyson is not one to get out of the way though. Oh, they looked a little bit oversteery there for Mr. Plough. You're right. He attacks those curbs into the Degners. Oh, again. It looks like Dyson loses the back a little bit. We can see that quite well from this splitter shot from Rory's car. He's getting very close there. Very close. Now, Larson is 3 seconds behind them, so is that going to allow him to pull up a little bit? Shredder has just overtaken Jalan Jenkins as well. Shredder doing great out there. Two Mercs slip past each other. Rory is still not got past Dyson here, but he's very close. Shredder's now got 3.5 seconds in front of him. Rory with a good line there. But Dyson looks like he had the better exit. So Shredder is on his way up. Smoggy is 2 and a bit seconds behind Nathan Cleary, who is his next target. Unfortunately, Nuttall has dropped Shane Thomas a little bit. It's down to 4.2 second gap there. Rory going a bit wide there. He gets so close. Rory with a good run here, but Dyson's not exactly going to make it easy for him to get through here. He's tough to pass. Oh! All it's going to take is one ever so slightly missed braking point, and these two are going to... It's going to be... Well, the Mr. Plough is going to get ploughed. Oh, I thought Dyson had left it wide open there. He went very wide. He's giving Rory a chance to go up the inside of the hairpin. Now, Rory's done a move here before. We saw Smoggy make a mistake on a move here. If Rory can get a good exit out of the spoon curve here, he gets a good run down the straight. But you need to be in front before you start 130R. Which he is not going to be on this occasion. Okay, further down, Scott Town. Scott Town was making moves on Jalan Jenkins. And Chandler behind them. We'll just flick to that quickly. We'll keep an eye on Rory on one side. Oh, Rory pits. Rory pits. Interesting strat. He's not getting past Dyson, so if he pits, that potentially opens up a chance for an undercut. It's an early pit, but not a crazy early pit. Oh no! And we see Scott downspin. Oh dear. That's put an end to that fight. That's allowed Chandler and Jenkins through. Oh, Chandler is on his first day on a wheel today. Chandler was our expert in controller driving. Logue is back down on the tarmac and leaving the pits. Chandler is, his first day on a wheel and not first day, that would be silly. First cracked race on a wheel and pedals. Scott Town has pitted as well, I assume to fix the damage. It looks like Chandler's having some trouble with his wheel, judging by the damage on the car. It is a different experience. Dan Terry, as we said before, hanging out ready to claim places. He is now up into 6th. Chandler, actually, we'll go back to Chandler. He is still trying to make a move here on J Fresh in front of him. He has been quicker on the previous lap. So we're going to start seeing more pits. Dyson pits in. Here we go. And Larson pits as well. Sorry, we're going to have to switch back to that. Well, we'll switch back to that in a few seconds, actually. We've got 30 seconds, right, before they drop. So both Dyson and Larson in the pits. See if Chandler can make a move on Jenkins here before Dyson leaves. Once they start leaving the pits, we will switch to Rory and Dyson and see how that plays out. Rory has ended up being down in 15th. Where the field is actually still relatively close together, and Jenkins pits, which releases Chandler. So through, Dan Terry's now up to 4th position from that. I've got one eye on Dyson. Here we go. Dyson and Larson are leaving the pits now. Rory looks, I think he's going to have jumped them. It's very difficult to tell. He has. Rory has jumped Dyson through the undercut. Nice strategy there from Rory. Because he was struggling to get past him on track. So these three are now back in a fight. Rory has done very well out of the pit stops there. Will he pull out an advantage from that even further though? Or will Dyson keep him honest? We felt that Rory was quicker today, but he was unable to get past Dyson. I think we're seeing that. Johnny Woo now in the pits as well. Nuttall up front. Oh, Dan Terry is about to potentially make a move here on Bart. He's got right up onto his tail. Nathan Cleary has pitted as well. So they're all coming in. We'll see what the top drivers do. Last time out, Dan Terry did a very long stint, but I think he was hoping or potentially hedging his bets for a weather change. Dyson is off. Dyson has had an off. Let's see what happened here with Dyson. Oh dear, very wide into T1. Nothing too dramatic. And he holds off to let other people through. Good job. Oh, very wide for Dan Terry there. That's going to have lost him a bit of time. But he's right up on the back of Bart now, again. So Dyson staying 2 seconds within 2 seconds of Rory. Daniel Dane and Smoggy into the pits. Dan Terry seems to have lost Bart a little bit. That seems to have calmed down a touch. We've still got Rory, Dyson, Larson all together. Dyson pits as well. So it's only our top 6 who are yet to pit. Let's put Chandler at the front of the AMs as at the moment. These are the 2 fights we've got really happening at the moment. We'll see how Smoggy fares when he comes out of the pits. He has come out, he went in and he's come out with Daniel Dane. He's got past him. Oh, we seem to have lost Dyson. Dyson appears to have left. Not sure what happened there. So we're down to 16 drivers. Bart pits. Bart pits from 4th. Which has released Dan Terry. What will he do with a bit of free air in front of him? Now remember when Dan Terry was right on his Bart's bum as they were before he went into the pits, so we will see if an earlier stop helps him or hinders him. With some free air, can Dan Terry put some laps in to make the difference? Or will Bart be able to set some extra lap times without being hassled by Dan Terry behind him? So Bart is in the pit, Chandler is in the pits. Was promoted Shredder to 4th at the moment. Will Dan Terry do his long run to claim a few first place laps? He's got just enough time. If Nuttall and Thomas were to pit now, Terry would be in the lead. Right, so down here, Larson is catching up to Dyson. Nuttall pits. Nuttall has pitted. So Nuttall enters the pit. Shane Thomas goes around again. Thomas did a longer stint last time, I think, as well. Chandler is still in the pits. He's been in there a while. Oh, he leaves. He exits the pits now. Dan Terry does pit in the end. He doesn't take advantage. Get his few laps out in front. So Shane Thomas is our leader at the moment. We're still waiting for him and Shredder to pit. Nuttall exits the pit. We will see, keep an eye on him and Shane Thomas. Oh, Shredder has now pitted as well. So Cadet pits, leaving Thomas as our only non-pitter yet. Oh, very wobbly for Larson there. That's not going to help with his attack of Dyson in front. Right, what does Thomas do as he approaches the end of his lap? I'm on camera. There it is. Does he pit this time round, or does he stay out? He stayed out long last time. He goes in. Okay, so Nuttall is... Where is Nuttall? He's about to hit Spoon. I think this should be in the bag for Nuttall. I don't think Thomas did enough in attempting to close that gap. Thomas probably could have benefited from the undercut in the end. It worked for Rory. While that's happening, Cleary is making a move on Coday. There's a fight there to keep an eye on. We'll keep an eye on Nuttall. Oh! And Coday goes very wide. Or loses the back end, sorry, out the Degners. And Cleary gets a nice slingshot up the inside of the hairpin. Nuttall passes the pit exit just as Shane Thomas is leaving. Easy job for Nuttall there. He remains P1, and now we have all pitted. So we'll watch Cleary. Oh dear, that's going to have affected Kaday's speed quite a lot there. Both quick drivers, so I don't expect this to immediately end this fight whilst we are watching this. Current standings: Jamie Nuttall first, Shane Thomas in second, Rory Logue third, Derek Sun in fourth, Eric Larson in fifth, Dan Terry sixth, Bart on Fire in seventh, Johnny Woo in eighth. Smoggy has got his way itself up to ninth, as we see Bart having a go at Dan Terry here. Is he going to slip up the inside of the hairpin? He tried and he overcooked it, which let Dan Terry take it back. So the positions remain. Where was I? 6th Dan Terry, 7th Bart, 8th is Johnny Woo, 9th is Smoggy, making his way up from last. Daniel Dane in 10th. Nathan Cleary 11th, Cadet 12th, Jalen Jenkins in 13th, Jam Holder 14th, Scott Town in 15th, and Chandler in 16th. Oh, decided to reset the router. We did spot you just vanish off the timetables. What a shame. Oh no, where is Dan Terry going? Whoa. Dan Terry, that was a little bit naughty. You should probably lift a bit. Let's have a look. Go straight on at the hairpin. Opens up a reasonably large gap that wasn't there before. That's a bit cheeky. Bart is chasing him down though. Hopefully he'll catch up with him again. I would hope, slave shooting, that there were suitable screams of "What the fuck, Dad?" Well, that sucks. Jam holder, let's switch to another fight here. Well, this has got a bit of a gap on it. Jam holder chasing down Jenkins. Another couple of McLarens having a fight out there. Oh. Jam holder a bit wobbly on the tail. And Bart's BMW teammate just behind them, Scott Town. Bart is making progress on Dan Terry. He's slowly catching up to him. Up front, Shane Thomas is now 8 seconds behind Jamie Nuttall. Larson is 1.2 behind Dyson. Oh no, jam holder, that's going to have... Oh, that's very wide. That's the problem. If you get the entrance to that slightly wrong, you're either dead or very wide and very slow. So Larson, what can Larson do with the Dyson in front? He is quicker. He has been quicker over the last couple of laps. New fastest lap for Jamie Nuttall. A 59.9. He is cruising out there. Absolutely hammer down. Getting on with it. So our two main fights. We've got Dan Terry and Bart here. Bart was significantly quicker on the last lap. 1.2 seconds faster on that last lap. Bringing him right back into play. The Larson-Dyson fight, half a second Larson took out of Dyson there. There are two fights. Bart was a little bit slower there. On the very last lap. Jam holder is closing in on Jenkins a little bit again. After going off in 130 and ruining his attack, he is creeping back up. So Larson is now right on Dyson's tail. Shane Thomas now with the fastest lap. How is Nuttall going to take that? 300ths faster than Jamie Nuttall's fastest lap. There you go. Barely anything in it. Larson is really pressuring Dyson in front. Have they got another car in front of them? They have. Saw some dust being kicked up by the car in front. We see our winners and losers today. Smoggy showing is down 2 places. That's not really the true story of the race, though, is it, for him? Because he was down to last at one point. We shall have to try and find out what happened there. The Dan Terry and Bart fight is still carrying on as before. Very similar on pace, these two now. But this is a tough track to overtake on. We have seen that bear out a couple of times. Dyson with the flashes at Kygo. Larson with the flashes at Dyson. Blue flags don't work in GT racing, don't work like F1. They are not expected to dive out of the way. You are expected to try and find an opportune moment to allow the faster cars to pass, usually by taking an outside line around a corner or lifting slightly on a straight, but you don't have to fully dive out of the way like they do in F1. Hairpin's a reasonably good place to give up a place. You can go wide on that and let the others through the inside. It does rely on the faster driver being very close to you, otherwise you lose a lot of time. There we go. Connor moves out of the way and frees Dyson and Larson to go about their fight. Again, Dan Terry and Bart still at it. We'll keep an eye on this one though. Nothing much has happened since the pit stop. We've had Nathan Cleary and Coday have swapped places. That's it since the pits. Larson is going to keep this pressure on Dyson though. As we see, Bart is getting a good run on Dan Terry here. It's not enough. He has a look at the inside, but it's not enough. So these two pairs, who are actually sequential on track, 4, 5, 6 and 7, are getting very, very close to the guys in front. We've got 10 minutes left. Is it going to be enough for either of them to make the move? No one's really making any mistakes here. Everyone's keeping it very clean. I don't know who's pushing and who's settling down. Let's stick here with Larson as he goes through this fast left-hander. Here we go, slight lift. Oh, we had to give an extra lift to stop going as wide as Dyson did. Heavy brakes. Hard right, hard left. Don't slip on this curb, otherwise you end up in that. Oh, he did a little bit. See him have to correct there. You go too hard on that curb and you end up in the orange barrier in between the pits and the track. He's losing the back end quite a lot here. He's having to make a lot of corrections here, Larson. Just listening to his throttle here. Absolutely attack that curb. It's easier in the Merc. The Merc can absolutely destroy curbs around here. Oh, lots of slipping there for Larson. That's not going to help him. We'll have a look at Bart and Terry here. Terry holding up to the pressure from Bart behind. We've seen over the season Bart is a good overtaker. Unfortunately for him, he's had to do it a lot. He's had a few incidents where he's ended up further back than he'd want to be. Jamholder has resumed his fight here with Jalen Jenkins in front. He's caught right up onto the back of him. And they've pulled themselves up onto Nathan Cleary. 6.5 minutes left. Oh no, not again. And Jamholder goes off, which is going to end his fight for the interim for a short period of time. We'll go back to Bart and Dan Terry here then, as Bart is very, very close here through the last hairpin. Is it enough to get a run on him into T1? I'd say no. He's going to chase him down though. I just checked on the Larson-Dyson fight, and Larson has dropped back quite a lot. So Bart's attack here on Dan Terry, and Dan Terry's defence is our closest fight on track. We don't need to do that. Dan Terry has made that an incredibly wide cut. The RP window is closed, doesn't matter, everybody has stopped. Anyway, Jalen Jenkins is catching up with Nathan Cleary. We'll quickly check on that. He's got then side by side into T1 here. Oh, bit brave there from Jalen Jenkins, and he ends up too far out. loses his advantage that he had down the straight. Let's see where that started, shall we? He gets a good run on him down the straight. Cleary goes defensive, holds the inside. Oh, they do touch a little bit. A little nudge there. But still pressuring Dan Terry. Dan Terry not cracking under that pressure yet. Jenkins still on. So we now, these are our fights at the moment. We've got these three here. We've got Bart still on. Oh, Daniel Dane is off somewhere. I don't think that's going to affect anything around them. Smoggy is chasing Johnny Woo. Interesting line there from Smoggy. That was good. Bart seems to have dropped back a touch from Dan Terry. Smoggy has had to do so much work this afternoon. And he's still putting in that work. We've got the Jenkins holder. Too many fights going on. We've got some action over here. It looks like Jenkins is going to make it past Cleary this time. He's got the inside line. Oh, they touch again, and that spins Jenkins. And Jam Holder has taken advantage and squeaked through while those two had a little tiff. Smoggy still struggling with Johnny Woo here. Is Cleary going to try and take this back from Jam Holder, or is Jam Holder going to run off with it? Cleary is trying to take it back. He has got it back as they enter the Degners. Cleary has taken that back. Let's see that again. That was... Jenkins touches a wheel in the dirt, which slows him right down, which allows Cleary easily through there. Not Jenkins, sorry, Jam Holder. Right, they're still on it. Smoggy is once again giving us action right up to the last minute. Larson has caught up with Dyson here. We've got all sorts going on right at the last minute. Holder's got past Cleary again. Cleary is off somewhere. Oh, they're still going at it. We've got these two fighting to the last breath here. Larson and Dyson still going. Bart and Dan still going. Smoggy and Johnny Woo still going. This lot have got Nuttall now wanting to be let through. Why does everyone leave it to the last lap before all the exciting things happen? Smoggy wide there. That's not going to help him get past Woo at all. These three aren't going to want to let Nuttall through. They don't want to risk the time penalty. Nuttall isn't want to get it. He's got 8.5 seconds on Shane Thomas, but he doesn't want to get held up too much. 8.5 seconds covers him for a mistake. Not that he ever makes them, but 8.5 seconds covers him for one. The more that drops down, the more chance a slight spin or a tap from one of these back markers loses him first place. Okay, Jenkins moves out of the way. Or did. Jenkins goes wide on the hairpin to let Nuttall through. We're going to end up watching Nuttall through dint of watching this fight here. Smoggy, Larson and Dyson still at it. They're very close again. Very different lines from Smoggy and Johnny Woo there. Oh, Johnny Woo goes wide. That lets Smoggy through. Off the track for Johnny Woo. Smoggy easily through there. So we'll watch. We got this. Larson has closed in on Dyson again. Nuttall should be doing his final lap.
The leader has finished the race.
Well, the leader has finished the race. We didn't get the notification about the leader being on his final lap. Jamie Nuttall has won the race. Shane Thomas comes through in second. Rory Logue here is about to come through in third. We still got fights going on. Larson has got past Dyson in the final seconds. Larson takes it in the last few seconds. I want to see that again. What happened with them? We're replaying. 130R. Dyson goes wide. Larson, what's going to happen here with Larson? Oh no, Dyson overcooks it into the hairpin, which allows Larson to get through. Okay, as we go down the list, so Dyson, Dan Terry has come through in 6th. Bart ended up in 7th. He didn't get past. Smoggy is next across the line in 8th. Johnny Woo comes across in 10th. In 9th, sorry. Daniel Dane about to come across in 10th position. He crosses the line in... Is he going to cross the line? Where is he? There you go, cross the line 10th. Coday in 11th. Jam Holder. 2 cars on track still. Jam Holder. He's the last to cross the line. Oh, takes the short way. Taking a different version of the course today. And Jam Holder is eventually the last to cross the line. Right. There we go. Hold the line, hold the line. Let's just... Right, so we'll quickly read through the results as on the screen. Jamie Nuttall first. Shane Thomas in 2nd and with the fastest lap. Rory Logan 3rd. Eric Larson 4th. Dyson in 5th. Dan Terry in 6th. Bart on Fire in 7th. Smoggy in 8th. Johnny Woo in 9th. Daniel Dane 10th. Coday in 11th. Jam Holder in 12th. Nathan Cleary in 13th. Janan Jenkins 14th. Scott Town 15th. W. Chandler in 16th. Snadder Dyson 17th. Stephen Hutter in 18th. Well, 2 retirements, Dyson and Hutter. Well done to Jamie Nuttall. And for winning our pro, and Johnny Woo as the leading AM today. We'll just wait for the results to be confirmed. And see what that does to our results, our season results rather. While that's happening, here is the replay from today. We'll let this run for a second. do this. Right, whilst we wait for confirmation of all the results on the website. They are in, the results are in. Right, so let's switch away from that. Let's go back to this. Here we go. So as you can see from our results. Hold on. Let me just make this be quiet in the background here. Right. So your results for today. Jamie Nuttall first for the pros. Derek Stan second. Rory Logue third in the pros. Bart fourth. Smoggy fifth. Coday sixth. Dan Terry seventh. And Jam Holder eighth. In our AM championship. Oh, it's qualifying. My bad. Start again. Race. Pro. There we go. Thought that was a bit wrong. Jamie Nuttall first, Rory Logue second, Derek Sun third, Dan Terry in fourth, Bart in fifth, Smoggy in sixth, Coday in seventh, Jam Holder in eighth. For our AM championship, Johnny Woo was first, Daniel Dane was second, Nathan Cleary third, Jalen Jenkins fourth, Scott Town fifth, Chandler in sixth, Dyson in seventh, and Hutter in eighth. Not to forget our silver drivers, Shane Thomas and Eric Larson, who finished overall second and fourth. There's the overall table for today. Now we have a look. We can have a look at our standings. So Jamie Nuttall solidifies his position at the top there. He's now 48 points ahead of Rory Logue in second. So Smoggy in third. Unfortunately, he was our hope to catch up with Nuttall a bit, but he had another bad start. We'll find out what happened at some point, hopefully. For our AMs, it's currently Johnny Woo, Chandler and Daniel Dane at the top. The fight from Johnny Woo and Chandler is going to go through to the last race. Chandler rather sabotaged his own chances by switching to the wheel mid-season. Or towards the end of the season here. And Daniel Dane there in third. Nathan Cleary's catching up with Daniel Dane, so we'll see if that swaps hands in the next race. We do have the 2 drop races. So even though this is race 7, it's showing 6 results because it's picking the 6 best results up to the 6 because not everyone has been in 6 or more races. For the teams, Porky Punters stay in front. Though hashtag blessed are closing that down. Good results from Johnny Woo and Dyson today. Only 3 points in it now. Audi Sport Team, again, they suffered badly today with Smoggy having those early issues and Herf retiring. They could have done quite well today and dragged themselves up another place. Our early team leaders, Arrow Racing, are unfortunately plummeting down the table. But I think it's still a lot in it for the top 3 teams. Right. That's it. We will call it there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. CRACKD's back next week with a 90-minute Silverstone. I think we might throw in a few more interesting combinations for Silverstone, shall we? So we'll be back next week with that. We'll leave it on today's results, shall we? So, yep, back next week, 90-minute race next week. Silverstone. And that rounds out Cracked Racing Season 4. I'll be back tomorrow night. Normal rubbish. Tuesday, Thursday as well. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekends, everyone. Dyson, yep, you did get P3. If you missed a bit in the cast, we do read the results out per class. So you got your bronze. You get your bronze. Good racing, Dyson. There was good fighting between you and Larson there. That was fun to watch. And a few fights up and down. Right, GG's everyone. Catch you next week for the last one. Enjoy your weekends. Toodle pip.